Simmer down, class in session. Welcome to Not Streamer University, the community college that does not give you credit. And in this class today, we're going to be explaining Duke Dennis's aura. First of all, I want to put a big anti-glaze warning before this video. This video is not built to glaze Duke Dennis. This is for educational purposes only, just to explain what aura means to the employed people, but also people that just want to know why Duke Dennis has a bunch of aura. First of all, we got the image of Duke Dennis. First of all, Duke Dennis has access to infinite grills. Now, what does this mean? Duke Dennis grills actually are not permanent. He takes them out and puts them in. But essentially, if you keep your grills in 24/7, it's free aura. The diamonds are shining. All you gotta do is be like, hey, you mad funny, like, and boom, everybody sees the grills. Free aura. Number two, we got a nonchalant dreadhead. If you scrolled on TikTok, you know what a nonchalant dreadhead is. It's essentially someone who's over 6 feet tall, but also has dreads and acts very, very nonchalant, like nothing bothers them. This is essentially Duke Dennis. I've never seen this man angry in my entire life, and this plays into the nonchalant dreadhead trope. It's basically the same trope that's been inspired because of Duke Dennis. Last but not least, we got the location, which we're going to delve into now. If you don't know who this is on screen, this is Mark Phillips. He's the group leader of RDC World. He makes very funny skits and hosts the big DreamCon event every single year. He is dubbed Duke Dennis with the name Captain Atlanta. What does this mean? Essentially, he is the final boss of ATL. But now this may raise the question, why Atlanta? Out of all different cities in the United States, why choose Atlanta? The crazy thing is, I actually have statistics to back this up. Let's take a look at the Rizonomics. Looking at the Rizonomics of ATL, the gender split is actually 50.4% hers and 49.6% bruz. We all know Duke is effective when it comes to the hers. He's also super effective when it comes to the African American hers. Additionally, in ATL, it's actually over 40% African American, so Duke is going where he's super effective. And also, ATL is actually one of the most populous hers cities in the entire United States, leading to us getting things like this. This infamous best Riz moments thumbnail. Essentially, in terms of people who can get clips with Riz, Duke is the #1 person on the app. And this is a big reason that plays into the aura of Duke Dennis. Up next, we got being good at everything. We're going to show you a couple clips and break them down. Clip number 1 is Duke Dennis doing a 360 dunk. This is Super Saiyan 2 Duke Dennis, not in his final form.
Hey, look, 360 dunk real quick. No, Hey, yo.
All right, so breaking this down real quick. He gets ready, does a 360, hits a 360. A big element of this is not popping off after the 360. You got to move like this happens every day. Hits a little quick flex and 360s on him. Up next, we have base form Duke Dennis without the dreads, with roughly 1 tattoo, no grills, doing complete backflips. Remember, this is base form Duke.
I need 500 likes, bro. 500.
Yeah, we ain't done yet. There's more.
Oh, hold on. What? I'm tired now.
Yeah, so this was base form Duke doing all this. Bro's low-key a gymnast. Crazy. And doing backflips is an element of his aura. Last but not least, we have Super Saiyan 3 Duke bowling. So let's go ahead and break down this clip. First of all, he's going for the last pin backwards. If you do miss the strike, you better perform on the spare. And this is exactly what he does here. He goes backwards, not just backwards, but in between the legs. Then, barely looking at it, waits for it to drift to the side, has the Hers celebrating, and hits a little celebration. Crazy work. Now, because of all of this, we have to get into the third point, Duke aura farming. Now, if you don't know what aura farming is the act of performing a specific motion or sequence of events to increase your aura level. And this is exactly what Duke Dennis is able to do without even trying. Let's break it down. He has a bunch of aura statements that later became memes or prominent things in his community. I want you guys to say this with me. First, we have, and things of that nature. And things of that nature. Yeah. Yeah. If you're not invited, don't ask to go. If you're not invited, don't ask to go. And these are three big statements that are later being repeated all over Twitch. A lot of people know these, maybe except yo, but the other two, and things of that nature, and if you're not invited, don't ask to go, are reoccurring things that we see everywhere on the Twitch platform. And now all these statements are now lingo on the platform, especially in the W&L community. Now let's take a look at some specific clips of Duke aura farming. The first one contains one of his best aura supporters, Agent, and an entrance for Duke Dennis to the video. Roll the clip.
Boss? Duke! Yes. He is my boss.
What's going on, y'all? Nah, hey, look, man. This is a gorgeous view, bro. Welcome to my room.
Let's go ahead and break this down. One of the most crucial elements of aura farming is actually to never ever acknowledge the camera. So we're doing the back to the camera method, which is super effective right here. Also, he's using the sun method, where the sun shines either on you or your background, allowing you to increase your aura. Think about Escanor from the Seven Deadly Sins anime. He pulled off this same method, and you still see the man with aura to this day. So let's make sure to acknowledge Agent in this clip right here. He is like D Wade, throwing up the lob to LeBron to get the dunk. Everyone needs an aura supporter. All right, up next we have another clip of Duke Dennis aura farming. This is with his infamous grape video. Roll the clip. So it appears to be him eating grapes, something that seems normal off rip. But this is what some of the best aura farmers in the game do. They take normal actions and make them auraful. Slowly starts to eat the grape, catches it so it doesn't hit the ground. Just looks around. Another great ability here. Do not ever look at the camera when aura farming. You gotta pretend it's not there. The only time you look at it is for a quick stare down and then you look away. You need to break this down. Has not acknowledged the camera. Looks to the side. Looks left and right. Looks around. Great use of angles here. Continues to eat the grapes differently. Got a nod. No quick movements. Alright, let's see how he closes out this clip. Still doesn't acknowledge the camera. Great use of environmental sun method, and closes it on the phone. It's like you're not even there, but you're actually there. Great aura usage right there. Now, because of all of this, I'm putting Duke at the aura rank of triple S rank aura user. These people are basically the ones who know how to fully utilize their aura. I'm putting people like LeBron and Chris Brown in this category. Now, because of people like this, you will feel their spiritual pressure if you are in their environment. The aura is very real. If you don't know what spiritual pressure is, it's essentially from the anime Bleach, where if you're around someone who's very powerful, you will feel their presence if you are near them. Here's an example of someone experiencing Duke's spiritual pressure, along with the spiritual pressure of another triple S rank aura user, Chris Brown.
You know how much like aura that's in this house right now? Where the aura coming from? Nigga, we got Chris Brown, aura, Duke Dennis, aura. Like this is crazy. Like that. You know you feel aura right or wrong.
Yeah. He told me, he said, there's enough aura for the whole crib to break down. Like,
I did not say that. I did not say that.
There you go. You may not have understood what just happened there, but I do have another clip for the employed that they will understand.
You know how much like.
Let's break this down in more easier terms with this video. Essentially, this is what Rakai was feeling when he used his aura scanner. Of course, we got to mute this because the audio is copyright. As we can see, Chris Brown activates his aura. Then Duke Dennis appears. And this is essentially what Rakai was seeing during Kai's Mafiathon. Both of them, which caused him to have to acknowledge how there was way too much aura in the crib. Great analysis by Rakai there. In summary, why does Duke have so much aura? Let's break it down. First of all, he has dreads and is 6'2". This is essentially the whole nonchalant dreadhead trope. Next, bro is good at everything. No glaze. Bro hoops, flips. There's a bunch of other stuff. And last but not least, this all adds to just having an auraful presence. People can sense and feel the spiritual pressure. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Essentially, this was a full breakdown of Duke Dennis's aura. Let me know what else you would like to see next. On this channel, we talk about memes, we talk about brain rot, but also have a very serious side where we can break down things critically and scientifically for the masses to understand. Make sure to follow my other social medias, Instagram and TikTok, both at Hyperstrides. Thank you guys so much for watching and see ya.